Well, good morning or good afternoon. My name is Willie Lawson of Fightback 2020, and Fightback 2020 is a production of fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com. I have not posted a video here on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you see this, because the last couple of ones that I posted were kind of personal to me. The one on Ahmaud Arbery and the one about the horrific, and I mean horrific, uh, Florida unemployment website. So, but today, this 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 world is never it's just never at a loss for crazy stuff. Apparently, your boy Joe Biden was on the Charlemagne show, and as they're saying goodbye, he says something outrageous. I'm going to play that for you here in a little bit. He says something completely outrageous. But it goes to, frankly, I think that forgetting that, this is Uncle Joe being Uncle Joe, but it goes to a larger question. The larger question is, how is it that we have in our community designed a narrative that you can be black on a scale when other no other minority group or majority group has the very same narrative? Like, you can't be Asian on a scale, you can't be Chinese on a scale. If you don't do this, then you're not really Chinese. You can't be white on a scale. Sorry, Sean King. Sorry, Rachel Dolezal. You can't be white on some scale. I mean, you can't. Only in the black community is the narrative even tolerated that you can be black to some degree or to some lesser degree. That's the question that we have to. That's the question that we have to address. And this is the clip of Joe Biden and his remarks. Just curious as to what you think.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Well, do you think that sometimes people just say what they mean sometimes? People who aren't good off the cuff, extemporaneously, or older. You mean you remember Grandma, right? Sometimes Grandma would just say it, and people will go, "Oh, she just senile or whatever." Grandma ain't senile. Remember? So sometimes people would just say stuff, and you know that drunk people would just say whatever, right? And they go, "Oh, that's just the tequila talking." Yeah, sometimes, sometimes not, right? So, is this Joe being Joe, or is this a symptom of a larger problem where certain parties, Democrat Party, might just believe the narrative, or they're pushing the narrative that if you're not black, then if you don't vote Democrat, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, or if you vote for Trump, or if you don't vote for Biden, or whatever the combination that you're going to go with, then you're not black. And first of all, who gets to say that? Who gets to say that? Who gets to tell me or you what to do with our vote or how we think? I was thinking, I think it's interesting nowadays. We have these people, we have a whole, especially on social media, that basically have decided that you're not a free thinker if you happen to agree with this person or that person. If there are people who actually agree on something, then you're not a free thinker. Here on YouTube, there's a whole quandrum of people I just made that up. I don't know if that's a word. Whole bunch of people who consider themselves conservatives who have decided that if you indeed are a conservative that looks like me and you happen to be a registered Republican, then you're not really the free thinker. Is the Republican Party has brainwashed you somehow. And Democrats and liberals think the very same thing. They think that if I say that I vote Republican and I have conservative values, that somehow I've been brainwashed by white people. That I couldn't have possibly come up with that on my own. Does that make any sense? I couldn't have possibly. I have been brainwashed by the system. I have been brainwashed by my education. I have been brainwashed by the media, or I am somehow just looking for attention. I didn't look at all the factors, do my research, do my readings, study the Bible, do all that stuff, and then come up with this lifestyle or this worldview on my own. I couldn't have possibly, right? Right? Well, of course I could have. And of course you did. Of course you did. And especially if you happen to be going against the grain. Especially if you happen to be going against the grain. So, again, what do you think about Joe Biden's remarks? Can't wait. I'm thinking that I'm thinking now as I'm doing this, I'm probably going to take a copyright hit. So this might not show up until later. But we'll see. We're going to pop it up there anyway. Thanks so much. See you. Just like always, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.